Today, we're going to talk about my favorite coaching question. It has helped me in any stressful situation, work, life, and everything in between. Coming upon this question, it's interesting. It's taken me 5 years of coaching to get here and 40 years of therapy before this to find this question. This question is precious and sacred, and I want to share it with you. As soon as I found it, I was like, I have to share it with the listeners. It's helped me with all kinds of unexpected grief, work strain, travel, transition, just any situation. I found it to be very connecting, healing, and bring softness to a really hard situation. And the behind the scenes you may have gathered from some of the podcasts, but I'll just catch you up if you haven't. Life has been really full. So in September, I unexpectedly lost my beloved pet, baby Lou Arnold, who I thought I had so much more time with. And she died at home. It was a very loving transition, but it was completely unexpected. And the grief was so intense. I actually thought I was in a depression because it had lasted for 4 or 6 weeks still. So I went to my doctor and thought maybe I need to get treated for depression. And she's like, I think your hormones are low. Just as a note, don't be your own doctor. If you're feeling like the intensity of life is more than usual, absolutely see your doctor. And if you're anywhere in the 30-year-old or older demographic, consider it could be perimenopause, menopause, and there's solutions for this. You don't have to suffer on your own. Okay, got a little sidetracked there. And then in October, I spent most of the month traveling through Germany, which was incredible and beautiful. And it suspended my grief in a way that I didn't expect when I came back home. The grief was like, it was still waiting for me. It was like, okay, girl, you went to Germany, but guess what? We're still here. So I came home and baby wasn't barking and she wasn't here. And just like the grief felt maybe 10 times worse. We have since in the last 2 weeks, we had a lot of coaching and therapy and support and adopted a rescue dog. Her name's Lucy, and our family is full and it feels amazing. And I'm definitely, if it was depression or subtherapeutic estrogen from HRT, whatever, I'm in a really good place. And also, we're moving to California. So we have a 6,000 square foot house full of memories and clutter. I want to emphasize the clutter. It's got to be packed up and we are intentionally also logistically moving to California is a much more expensive much more expensive than Colorado, and our family is changing. It's going to be Mike and I and our two dogs pretty much. One kid's in college, one's on his way. So we were intentionally wanting to downsize, and California is like, yeah, this is a good time for you to downsize. So there's a lot. It's not just packing everything, it's going through everything. And it's been 6 years since we've done it. It's completely overwhelming in some ways. So, in the midst of lots of grief, lots of movement, they say moving is one of the most stressful times in your life. Losing a pet, one of the most stressful times. Like all of this is happening. This one question really always brings me back to myself. First, I want to talk about what happens if you don't have this question. So be on the lookout for this pattern. This pattern that I'm sharing you will tell you, okay, you need this question. But what we learn in medicine, what we learn as high achievers is every problem is a nail and we have a hammer. And so we learn to hammer every nail down to the ground. We learn how to fight, push, force, shove, struggle, grind, and hustle. Like that's just our default energy. Medicine taught us that. The world taught us that. Many of us are the only children or the firstborn. We have been trained, praised, and it's our inherent natural tendencies to fix things fast. We're really good at it. And there is nothing wrong with us for having that. That has been very useful. It makes us the best doctors, the best moms. We're excellent at us. Good for us. I saw myself doing it too, and it really sounded like, when will this grief be over already? Like trying to force out the grief. Let me just grind through this work and just get this done. Let me fight my way. Found myself packing and just feeling like fighting myself, fighting my husband, fighting the stuff, fighting the clutter, fighting the real estate, like with lots of fighting, forcing energy. This pattern of fighting and forcing, hammering through, it works. It works really well until it doesn't. And then when it stops working, it becomes just pure exhaustion and burnout. So here's what I want you to hear. We can't control loss. Of course, if I could have chosen to have baby Arnold here forever, I would have been, yes, please. We cannot control loss. We can't control what's happening to the economy, what's on the world news, what's on CNN right now. who's the present, who's not the present. Like we can't control any of that. What life hands us, that is out of our control. And also, forcing, making everything a nail and treating everything like a hammer, fighting, grinding, hustling, when it's pure exhaustion on the other end, we need to find some ways to bring in some lightness. We really cannot force grief to speed up. We cannot fight the house when we're packing it up. Not everything needs to be hammered out, especially if at the end of it, we're just feeling really depleted and exhausted. So here's the one question, less than 5 seconds, that can help bring you back to you. And now that you're aware of this pattern and where it comes from, you can kind of look at, okay, this pattern, when I'm feeling forcing, pushing energy, when I'm trying to hammer everything down and I'm exhausted, I want to ask this one question to myself. Here it is. What do I need most right now? What do I need most right now? This shifts all the force from out there in the world trying to control everything towards an inward softness. It puts our attention on the only person who really we can support at any one time. The most important person is us. It moves the focus away from what we cannot control at all to the most important in the world, the most important person in the world to us. And what's fascinating, I found, is that this question brings up a different answer at different moments. So sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I need a massage. Walking this puppy and who's pulling at me, like my whole right side of my body is super tense. Sometimes it's like I need to put the puppy in the crate and I need to go for a walk all by myself, get my steps and get my heart rate up. Sometimes I'm going to grab this puppy, I'm going to grab my senior, and we're going to go for a cuddle and take a nap in the backyard. I need water. I need to watch TV. I'm feeling inspired to throw stuff out right now. I'm going to go do some packing. I need silence. I need to cry. I need to call a friend, right? So this question brings you back to you, brings you back home, and starts. I mean, just asking yourself is such a profound transformation. Just taking the time to ask yourself, what is it that you need? When our brain is taught to take care of everyone's needs before us, what is it that I need? It's such a powerful question. Even if you don't do anything, just asking yourself, what is it that I need? That's the transformation. Of course, if you can extend it to hear the answer and to provide, amazing. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Just asking yourself, what is it that I need? That's a transformation. It replaces force with care, it replaces pressure with softness. It ends the habit of trying to fix everything outside of our control by changing everything outside of our control. It just returns us to ourselves, this place of softness, light, relief, calm, and peace. Okay, so what do you do when no answer comes? You ask yourself, and no answer comes. This is actually pretty common. And it's not a problem at all. This definitely happened to me too. And my understanding now with working with countless women is this can happen when we're not used to asking ourselves. Like our brain is like, what? You want to know what I want? I don't even know what I want because I'm so busy trying to take care of everyone else's happiness. I don't even know yet. Or it can also happen. I found this with me too, just in the last few months. If we're not in the habit of listening to ourselves, we're just always overriding what we want. We stop even telling ourselves what we want. We just stop even pretending like we care about what we want. We just override all of it. It's not a problem. I think everyone will go through this phase. It's just a sign that part of us isn't ready to share quite yet. And here's what can help you share. Just keep showing up. Just keep telling yourself, okay, girl, you're not ready to tell me. This is not a problem because here's a solution. I'm never giving up on you. I'm here for all of it forever. I'm just going to keep checking back in. And if you want to share, I'm here. And if you don't, no problem. I'm never giving up on you. Keep asking with love and tenderness. You want to avoid forcing, grinding out on yourself on this question, right? Defeats the purpose if we're like forcing ourselves and judging ourselves and expecting ourselves. No, 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 no. We're just going to keep having such tenderness to ourselves, asking, what is it that you need right now? Is there anything I can help you with? No expectation for an answer, no judgment of what comes up, just love and tenderness. This is how your inner voice learns to trust you and to listen to you. All right, so if you've never done this before, I suggest starting with a 5-second micro moment. It breaks this up into something that's totally new, into something really small. 5 seconds of a micro moment. You can do 5 seconds, I promise you. So imagine the scenario, you're in a clinic, 2 hours behind, hundreds of charts are open, your brain is shouting you, go faster, grind, hustle, force, push, no time to rest. Just insert 5 seconds. And for the very beginning, I'd say just take a deep breath. You could put your hand on your heart if you want to be A+ student. You don't have to. Just close your eyes and take a deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Exhale longer than it takes to inhale. Just do that one time, 5 seconds. That's it. Notice how just stopping for 1 second to take a deep breath, how that makes you feel. Just a couple of seconds to shift your speed, clarity, and focus into something that's hard and impossible and grinding to something that's very gentle and soft. Notice how it influences your day. You made the whole rest of your day maybe easier because you just took this one breath. And as you build up to it, as you're used to taking this 5 second pause, you can start finding other pockets to put the 5 second pause. So, what about those of you who are like, oh, yeah, I already do this already. This is amazing. I love it. What can I do? Just expand the 5 second pause. It's sort of like going to the gym when you're building a muscle. You want to continue to have this progressive growth. So, you'll either insert more 5 second pause throughout the day, like do more sets, or you'll extend your 5 seconds, maybe from one breath to two breaths, right? Every time you extend, you stretch this muscle, you grow this muscle, it gets stronger. And every time you do, you're creating more joy, stillness, calm, and peace throughout your life. The payoff is worth it. It doesn't take more time. It actually will save you time. And so this is what it looks like. It's not for those of you who are thinking, oh, we have to have a yoga room. We have to do all the stretches for an hour. It's nothing like that. Literally, you're in the clinic, you're going between room to room, hustling, 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 and you just take one deep breath. That's how quick it is. So it could look like a couple seconds before you walk into a clinic room. Could look like you're in your car, you're about to run in the house, you just take one deep breath. Could look like you're in your bathroom, you're going to the bathroom, washing your hands, you just take one deep breath while you're washing your hands. So it takes actually no time. These are micro moments. When you stack them, or let's say you start with one, you start introducing peace into your body. You make the hard situations feel so much softer. And then imagine as you stack them, you do 5 seconds once, and the next day you do 2 5 seconds. This is how these micro moments start expanding peace and joy and calm throughout your life, throughout your day, throughout your work, even when the work is really hard. This is how you can make stillness your baseline. Why this works is it interrupts that natural fighting, hustling, grinding hammer instincts and replaces it with something much more gentle and slow. It stops us fighting ourselves, fighting the world, fighting clinic, fighting the staff. We just replace the fighting with something soft. Journal prompts. So, number one is make a list if you'd like, or no, make a list of the areas in your life where you notice yourself fighting, pushing, resisting, struggling, forcing yourself into exhaustion. So make a list. Be specific. It probably wouldn't be helpful to say work. It might, what is consuming the fight about work? Is it your schedule? Is it your salary? Is it this committee you're on? Write it down very specifically. Number one. Number two, circle the one area you want to stop being so exhausted in. You want to bring some softness to. Number three, write how you could replace some of the forcing energy with softness using this question: what do I need most right now? Ask yourself, how does it feel to take a moment to prioritize you, to ask you what you need? What does that feel like to be seen and as a priority to you? Next, number three is go ahead and do the thing your body is asking you for, and then check in. How does it feel when you actually deliver what your body wants? And the five is if no answer comes up, nothing has gone wrong. We want to have always no pressure or expectation for an answer. Your body might not want to give you an answer because it wants you to keep asking. So just keep checking in from a place of love and tenderness with no expectation. In closing, this episode is designed to bring you softness into places that just feel hard, harsh, and impossible. All it takes is 5 second moments to create calm in a really hard job. What do I need most right now? It's as simple as asking yourself that question. What do I need most right now? And if you want support making your work life lighter and more soft, have someone on this journey to point out how it could be so much softer. You can join my program Next Level Freedom this week by booking a free sales call below. See you there. Bye, everyone.